Well, hello, my dear artist friends. Have you been self sabotaging your success? I'm willing to bet that you have at least a few times in your life because anytime that we up level, we go from where we are to this next big level of success. Often we will sabotage ourselves. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the four things that we do to sabotage our success. And I'm going to give you a couple examples because you know I love to tell stories, real stories. And at the end, I'm going to tell you why you do it and how you can stop preventing yourself from getting to the next level of success in your life. And first, I'm going to say what I mean by level of success. This can apply to anything. It's not just about the art business, it's not just about money or opportunities. It could be about love, it could be about money, it could be about making big things happen in really any area of your life. But you know, I mostly talk about the art business because that is where I've spent the last almost 30 years of my life. I married an artist gave birth to me many, many years ago, and I have many family members who are artists. So that is what I live and breathe. So, how do you know what are the signs of self sabotage? Now, what I mean by sabotage is you're basically being given an opportunity to move to the next level and you blow it, you ruin it, you destroy it, and you keep yourself where you are and you don't grow beyond it in a certain area. So, here's four different examples of self sabotage. Procrastination. Procrastinating is a big one. Drama, having drama with people, creating drama, or suddenly finding yourself in the middle of a drama. Changing your mind, switching gears, changing strategies too soon. That is self sabotage. And then the fourth thing is just destroying, squashing an opportunity that was handed to you. And often that looks like second guessing it, all of a sudden getting greedy, all of a sudden thinking I'm being screwed over, all of a sudden rationalizing yourself out of the opportunity. Man, we do this all the time. And I want you to really think about this. I want you to think about times that you've done this and you didn't realize it. So, one example I'm going to share is with myself. You know, I just finished writing a book called COVID, a Love Story. And this book was released in August of 2025. Took me a couple years to write. I missed several deadlines. I was self sabotaging myself because this book is changing my life in a big way. And I knew it would. And I also know that a movie is going to be made out of it and it's going to be an international bestseller. And it's going to change not just my life, but my family's life in a really big way. And so the closer I got to finishing and publishing the book, my nervous system got more and more wound up. I started spiraling, but I didn't see it. My reaction was procrastinate, procrastinate, delay, delay, miss deadlines, change my mind on what it's going to say on the cover of the book, lack of making solid decisions on the tagline. These are all forms of self sabotage. And thank God I'm married to a guy that wouldn't let me get away with it. And he pushed me and pushed me and pushed me until I finally hit the publish, till I say hit the publish button. That's basically just calling it finished and publishing it. But I was sabotaging myself. So why do we do this? Why do we sabotage great opportunities? I see artists do this all the time. And It could look like this. A company wants to hire them, use their art for something. It's an incredible opportunity. And then all of a sudden, they, the artist gets all into their head and starts saying, well, what if I don't charge enough? What if they're not paying me enough? What if they do something I don't like with my art? What if? And then what they do is they don't take action on it. They never close the deal. They miss the opportunity completely. That, my dear friend, is self sabotage. I'm going to give you another story that demonstrates how when you have a giant dream, your dream is so big that should it come true, it changes everything, right? I have a friend who became a breath work facilitator. And she had this dream of working with high level Olympic athletes. This was her dream. Well, I decided to help her with her dream because my husband is friends with these Olympic surfing athletes. And I got them to come to our art gallery and do private breathwork sessions with my friend. And it was going great. We were doing these every couple months. It was a very big deal for her and for me. It was such an honor for me to facilitate the whole thing. Well, after about 5 of these, and she started becoming known for this, but she wasn't ready for it. Now, she didn't know she wasn't ready for it. But here's what she did: she destroyed the opportunity. She blew it because it got too big. She got too close to her big dream, and her nervous system did not feel safe. And so, subconsciously, she created a drama around it. She got greedy. That's what it looked like. She's not a greedy person. It was uncharacteristic of her to do this. She told me she didn't want to do it anymore because she didn't want to collaborate with me anymore and she wanted to do it all herself and cut me out of it. Well, because these guys are friends of my husband's, they didn't go along with it. Well, she knew that was going to happen. That was a form of self sabotage. Why would you blow something that was taking you towards your dream? Because you're not ready for it. So here's what you can do. Okay. It's okay. We're never ready to move to the next level, but we have to be very aware of what we're doing. So when you are given an opportunity, or when your dreams are coming true, or when you are on the path to reaching the next level of your highest version of yourself and your success, but then you notice you're creating a drama around it, or you notice that all of a sudden you feel sick, or all of a sudden you have this urge to cancel the art show. I've seen artists do this. They cancel the opportunity and they have rationalizations for it. The rationalization is, I'm too busy, I can't get things done in time. But really, it's fear. So here's what you do: you take a deep breath. You notice that you're procrastinating, or you're blowing it, or you're destroying the opportunity. You notice it and you go, oh, this is my body wanting to keep me safe and comfortable. But I know that I need to be uncomfortable at least a little bit to get to the next level, to reach my dreams, to grow. And then you step into it anyway, but now you're doing it knowing that your subconscious mind, that your body is trying to keep you safe. And you just take the action anyway. This is how you do it. So I want you to really, really allow yourself to feel a little uncomfortable as you're growing into the next version of yourself. It's the only way, my friend, that you're ever going to get successful. And it's the only way you're ever going to have those big dreams come true. A lot of the artists in my Art Money Success Mastermind group tell me that as soon as they join the mastermind, like soon as they made this decision to take a strong action to commit to their success and to um, invest in themselves, that was almost like hopping on a train to take them to the next level. And when you make an investment in yourself, a commitment in some way, it's kind of like signing up for art school, right? Like you don't sign up for art school and then just not show up. You sign up and you do the work and you reap the rewards and you learn all the things and it takes you to the next level. So that's one way to combat the self sabotage is to make a decision and a commitment and an investment into your future. And hey, by the way, if you're curious about the mastermind group, click the link in the show notes and you can find out more. I hope this helped. Hit the subscribe button and hey, leave me a comment. Let me know. Have you experienced this in your own life? Are you realizing that maybe you even have a pattern of quitting, of procrastinating, of starting drama, of blowing it? Um, really take a look at it. And you can turn that around with your awareness. I hope this helps somebody out there. I love you. I mean it. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.